Morning gang, it's been a little while, so there is a we to the airport. I am off to Paris for the day because Paul had worked out that we will be 80 tier points away after our trip to Florida later this year to get me to silver status, which is more beneficial for us when we do our wedding flight for next year. So basically I am off to Paris for the day on a business class flight to get us to those tier points. Going on my own, but I am meeting my friend from Ireland. I sort of pitched the idea to her saying, listen, I'm going, if you want to join, come on over. And she has done, so I'm going to take you with us, as in me and her, for the day and see what we're getting up to. I don't think it's going to be a big loads and loads day. I think we're thinking a coffee in Paris, which was the pitch I sent to her, and an open top tour bus. But come with us, I'll do a breakdown of the day, what we've spent, what we do, and yeah, let's class this as my first EDT, which I've been dying to try anyway. So see you in a bit. Hello. So obviously you can probably tell I'm in the airport now. I would have taken you through security and whatnot before, but this is it's not my first solo trip, but it's my first solo trip with the camera, because I think you can probably tell that Paul is normally the cameraman. So I am just walking to the gate, which the board is saying it's a different excuse me, gate to what I was told at the desk, which is at the end of the world, it's all in the same area. It's about a 10-minute walk, so we're flying with Air France again, who this is now my second time with them, because Paul and I did Air France in January when we went to Paris, and I've done Air France in September 2024. I went to Euro Disney, but yeah, security was fine, quite quick. Just one, let's see how it goes. Hopefully the flight isn't too bad, but yeah, as I said earlier, we had to book a business class, so feeling a bit bougie, but the only reason I'm doing it is to get the tier points up for stand on the escalator properly, get the tier points up for when we go to get married next year. I'm just hoping I'm going the right way. Should be. Need to go to B. This says A. I'm sure B is this way. Am I right? Am I wrong? Gonna find out. Hopefully right. Just gonna go back actually and check I'm going the right way. Be right back.
A few moments later.
Gonna call me idiot Beckie. Went the wrong way. That's because I'm too distracted. But yeah, I think as I was saying, booked a business class flight to get the tier points up with Virgin, because Air France, where are you? Air France are a partner airline with Virgin.
Cheers.
Are you okay? This camera. Yeah, Air France are a partner airline with Virgin, so if you link your Virgin whatever with them, you get the tier points. So that's the plan. Also listening to a bit of music on the way around. I was trying to listen to a radio show, but either the show's website is poo or it's the airport Wi-Fi. I'm probably going to go with the airport Wi-Fi, to be honest with you, and not blame the radio show too much, but I'll leave you there for now because let's not get lost again, and I will see you shortly. We've just been served a drink and some breakfast on the flight, so I'll just show you around what we've been given. So we've got 2 sandwiches and it's on multi-grain bread duo, and one is a chickpea cream and grilled zucchini sandwich, and the other is a zucchini tapenade and parmesan sandwich with pineapple salad and a croissant and some jam, and got an orange juice just there, the cup of tea, but the cup of tea does look like piss water, not gonna lie. But yes, that's part of the business class flight price that's included. So I'll have this, see how it is, and I'll report back to you. So landed safely in Charles de Gaulle. Didn't record coming through security or getting off the plane because the security queue was wild. Ever since you've now got to do the new thing they brought in, Queue was huge. Luckily, had kind of pre-booked like an assistance thing because I've still got an ongoing issue with my hip, meaning that standing in queues or large amounts of walking is going to aggravate it, so I managed to skip that. But I think if I'd have not done it, I'd have probably been in it for an hour or so. But I am now just waiting for Edel to get off her flight and to meet me. I'm sat near the RER ticket machines. Hopefully she won't be too long. Time's now 25 to 10. It's very warm here. It is expected to get up to 30 degrees today. So yeah, super survive the heat or the open top tour bus. Last time I did the open top tour bus in hot weather, I had the worst sunburn of my entire life, so I don't fancy that again. So I have brought a little bit of sun cream with me today because I'm prepared, and we want to look after our skin. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a good day. Hopefully Edel's not going to be too long, and I'll bring you along with me. See you in a bit. So we've arrived in Paris. We arrived a little while ago and I had to wait for someone to come find me, and we have made our way from the airport and and we've come straight to the Louvre because we're going to have a coffee and a Coke for me, and then we are going to go to the big bus tour and spend our day there. But this is, hang on, this is my friend and my non-biological mother.
Hello.
There you go.
Hi.
But yeah, took a little, wasn't that far to walk because we ended up getting off at the same metro station that Paul and I got off when we stayed last time, and it said it was only about a 6-minute walk by the time we got out of the station because the station's ginormous. But we just sat at the Louvre, have a little drink, and then we will go on a little adventure. I'll turn you around, but I don't think you can see much because of the shade. But you'll just see the pyramid and some of the Louvre just there. But yeah, ciao for now. So we've come onto the open top bus tour for Paris, and we are just going down the other side. Edel sat on one seat over there and I'm sat on this seat because I told her that I don't want to be overstimulated if I sat right next to me. So we're just going down. It's a gorgeous day, it's very, very warm. And Edel hasn't been to Paris for, I think, probably about 27, 28 years, so I think it's like seeing it from new eyes again. But we will slowly be coming up to Notre Dame, which is, I think, if you followed us for a while, you'll know that that is my favourite place. But yeah, it's been a nice day so far. We've had a little drink at the Louvre, which you pay the Louvre prices, but it is what it is. But yeah, a nice little cheeky day out, so you'll probably see some footage of the bus tour while we go around. So I'm still on the bus tour. It is very, very warm. We're just coming up the Champs-Élysées now, up to where the Arc de Triomphe is. So I'll turn you around so you can see the Louis Vuitton store and then the Arc de Triomphe when we get to it. So I've just had something to eat in the lounge. I just got a little piece of quiche and made a little sandwich with some ham and cheese. I'm just giving it a moment before I go back to it, and I've just had kind of cooked in the fridge. Probably have another one before I go. It's really nice in here. It's really peaceful. There's two sides. I've sat in the one unintentionally that is brighter, that's got the window view. I'd definitely say it's worth it to be included in the price of the ticket. I got with excuse me, that's what Coke does. It's worth doing if it's included in the price of the ticket. The food was quite fresh and quite nice from the bits that I've tried. And it's actually just really nice that they've got the fridge full of drinks, and I'm going to fill my water bottle up before I go. But it's been a really good day. So I woke up at 2 o'clock, left the house at 2:30 to get to Manchester. An hour later, the flight was 5:50, and it's like an hour and 20 roughly Landed in Charles de Gaulle through passport control and whatnot, and then I waited for probably about 40 minutes for Edel's flight to get in because she was getting into Terminal 1 but I was Terminal 2. Met up with her, then headed into Paris, walked from Château Hotels, can I ever say it? Les Halles, to the Louvre. We had a little, Edel had a coffee, I had the Coke obviously as you know, sat outside, and then we went on the bus tour, which I've got some footage of, but it's not the best. Did all that, and then we were going to go round to Notre Dame again, but we possibly wouldn't have made it back in time. So we went back to the place that we had the coffee this morning, but we sat inside and we just had a little tea drink, a little chit chat, a little catch up, which was really nice. And then walked back to the metro station, got on the train, which was horrendous because it was at that point the hottest point of the day. At 30 degrees, it was packed, and there is no AC on them trains. And for the first sort of 10 minutes you are literally in the underground bit, so it wasn't until the train got outside and there's only one window that was open near us because the others don't open, and we got a slight breeze. It still wasn't amazing, and then as people started to get off it got a little bit better because there was less bodies on creating heat. The train stops at Edel's terminal first, so she hopped on off. I carried on obviously to my terminal, and then checked in, security, and now I'm just sitting in the lounge. It's really, really hot here today, and it's really cold in this lounge, and I'm not complaining about it because it's very much needed. I've got goosebumps on my arm, it's that cold. But yeah, been a good day all in all, with the exception of me this morning nearly going to the wrong gate in Manchester, but that's because I'm used to Air France being in A and they were in B, and even though I knew it said B, I went down the route that they normally were, but I stopped myself before I went too far. But yeah, this was officially my first EDT, extreme day trip. Glad I've done it. It's a long day. I'm not due to land until 20 past 10, so by the time I'm getting picked up and getting home, we're probably looking about midnight, so I can't wait to see my cat. It's only been less than 24 hours. Miss him. I can't wait to go to bed. But yeah, I'll probably maybe bring you on the flight with me a little bit when I get boarded. We'll see how tired I am. But thanks for following along. To the Air France lounge, so just do a little show around. Got the fridge, they've got some beers at the bottom, but it's just to help yourself, so I'm just going to grab a Coke. It's really nice in here. Some bread, some hot food, some sweet, some more hot food. That's a creamy spinach lasagna, sounds nice. Salads. It's not a bad selection, considering you can choose it yourself. So yeah, that's the food at the lounge. So I am just leaving the lounge now, and I'm going to head to my gate. It was really nice in that lounge. It didn't have like a massive selection of food and drink, but there was enough. Sometimes I think if you do a lounge it can be a bit overwhelming, and this wasn't. So yeah, I haven't really got far towards the gate today. I was going to have a little look in duty free, but to be honest with you, don't want to. Can't bothered. Wi-Fi or the internet signal is better in this airport than it was in Manchester, because I have been able to catch up on the radio show that I follow, Sam and Jack on the radio. Maybe if you want to go listen to them, they think they're funny. Yet to find out a really funny part yet, but we persevere. But yeah. Oh, I thought someone was wearing a Walt Disney t-shirt, but it doesn't. It says malt whiskey. Very funny. Yeah. It's been a good day. Tiring. Do you ever think which way do I need to go to your gate? Okay, found it. Well, I found where I'm going. I knew I was going, but I just need to double check. It's like the fear in me. But yeah, I'll turn you around so you can see the airport. I don't mind Charles de Gaulle Airport in this section, so it's quite clean. But yeah, turn you around. I'm at K30, which is, I'm going to say all the way down at the end. Yeah, I can see it right at the end, which is fine. Get some more steps in. Not a bad day. And I can't wait to get back. This ship has been worth it just to make sure we get the tier points for Virgin for when we book our wedding flights next year. And you can have Paul back then, but we'll be back before then because we've got Florida in October. I don't want to be in charge of the camera. It's a big responsibility, very big responsibility. I think I'm waffling now, but anyway, thanks for joining us so far. Maybe I'll see you on the plane. Ciao, bye. So, still on the plane home. We're back over England now. We've crossed the channel and we've had our meal service, which was actually quite nice. It was cold, which I didn't expect, but it was a chicken fillet with spicy pinto pepper sauce and near black rice salad with breadcrumbs. It wasn't too bad. It was 2 types of cheeses that wasn't for me, and then it was served with I've got a bread roll again. I don't look at bread, don't look at food today, to be honest with you. But it was served with a crunchy vanilla cream puff, which was a bit like if you think that was chocolate eclair, but it didn't have the chocolate. Just like that. So that. All in all, I'd probably say, obviously I did the business class because we need to get to the tier points. Otherwise I wouldn't have come to Paris anyway. But yeah, all in all, I would say if you have the funds, the business class is worth it. Especially considering that you can take on like a small, like on with you can take a small bag on to things like car bag size, 2 carry-ons, and you can have 2 bags in the hold. So obviously it's a lot more money than normal, but it is worth it. And I suppose also if you really fancied it, if there's a group of you going, if one person fancies going business and everyone else chips in on the baggage, like, you could always think like that, couldn't you? But yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's been a good day. I will get to Paul to put a breakdown of the prices on screen. We haven't really spent much, but we'll put a breakdown of the prices on screen of what the flights cost, of what the metro cost today, of what the open top tour bus cost, the coffee and the coke, and beer and cocktail. I have just realised I've had 3 cans of coke today. They're only very small ones though, so I'm letting myself off. And then a coke when we were at the having a drink this morning. That's a lot of cans of coke, but the steps I've done today, I'm going to say I hopefully counterbalancing it. Is what it is. But yeah, I'll put all the figures on the screen for you to look. Probably show you when we land as well. And that's everything from me, I think. Maybe you'll see me again, maybe you won't. But if you have enjoyed the content, then please do like and subscribe. This is Paul's little hobby, and although he's not been on this trip today, he will be the one editing it. So all the stuff that's happened today is a surprise to him, which I don't think I've given him much to work with anyway. But yeah, this is Paul's little hobby. But yeah, come right across the world with us.